Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Manaspi, counselor at Irmevo International Education Consultant. So today we talk about UK's bachelor's as well as master's program. So if you're an Indian student dreaming of studying in UK, you should have probably asked yourself first whether I should go for bachelor's or master's. It's a big decision, and understanding the difference between these two is really important as it affects your academic and career goals, right? So, in this video, we'll break down everything you need to know about pursuing a bachelor's as well as master's program in the UK and their entry requirement, duration, everything. So, let's begin. First is the bachelor's degree. Okay, this is your undergraduate journey after completion of your class 12th. So, if we talk about duration in England, Wales, Northern Ireland, most bachelor's degree are typically of 3 years. But if you head towards Scotland, the bachelor's degree are of 4 years, which is also quicker than degrees in India or other countries. So, it helps you to get into the workforce quicker or faster, we can say. Now, if we talk about the academic focus, your bachelor's degree gives you a foundational course. It develops an understanding of the chosen subject. Thinking about the core concepts, conceptual theories, developing critical thinking, all these things are, developed under the bachelor's degree. Now, the question arises, how do you get into a UK bachelor's program, right? So first of all, if we talk about academics, you will need to have completed your class 12 from a recognized board like CBSE. Top university will look for high percentile. We can say 65% to 85% or even higher depending on the top universities and the course you are aiming for. Like if it's engineering or medicine, then you might require higher percentage. Good results are required for this. And if we talk about English language proficiency, then you'll need an IELTS score of 6 to 6.5 overall. And the good news is many university might accept your high education score, that is your class 12th grade. If you have scored above 70 to 75% from CBSE board, then they considered it as a MOI. MOI is basically medium of instruction, which says that your previous education was completed in English, right? But you should always confirm this with your chosen university and course. It totally depends on university and it varies from course to course. So we cannot say that a particular university do accept it. Check your course too. If we talk about documents, get your class 10th and 12th mark sheets ready. A strong SOP, that is a statement of purpose, is really, really important. 2 LORs, letter of recommendation from your teachers, and one more thing, just remember that most undergraduate applications are done through UCAS portal. Now let's talk about master's degree, your postgraduate journey. So this is for those who have already completed their bachelor's and want to advance their career and want to grow more, right? So if we talk about duration, this is a major highlight of the UK that most master programs are of 1 year if we are doing it for full time, right? Some specialized master's degree or research based, we can say that, like masters of philosophy or masters of research, they might extend to 1.5 to 2 years. Now, if we talk about the academic focus, these master's programs are intensely specialized and very, very intensive. You deep dive into a very specific one of your field or area, you'll definitely gonna learn a lot from it. For Indian students aiming for masters, here's what you'll need. Okay, first of all, let's start with academic side. You need a bachelor's degree 3 or 4 years from a recognized university. Okay. After that, if we talk about getting into good universities, you need a upper second class bachelor's score, we can say, which is around 6.5 to 7 CGPAs, right? And if we talk about getting into top university like Oxford, Cambridge, you definitely need 7.5 to 8.5 CGPA or above. Okay, the next thing is English language. Typically, an IELTS score of 6.5 to 7, not less than that, is accepted in UK university for master's program. Okay. Also, one more thing, if you have not given IELTS, UK universities do accept MOI letter from your bachelor's university, right? As a proof of English, provides that your degree was fully taught in English, right? But again, verify this from universities and courses you are going for it. directly depends on the courses and universities, right? So if we talk about documents, you need a bachelor's transcripts, which is provided by your college, right? And a degree certificate. And also the SOP and LOIs are also very important here. SOP states why you have chosen the particular course, why you have came to the particular country, right? It shows your interest. So basically this is a very important document which should be perfect in every sense. If we talk about LOR, if you have work experience, go for professional LORs. Otherwise, academic LORs will work. At MBA or certain other professional courses, we might need a work experience and also GRE GMAT score. It again depends on the university and course. Okay, so now the question arises: bachelor's or master's? So let's quickly highlight the key differences between them, which will help you choosing whether you should go for bachelor's program or master's program, right? If we talk about purpose, bachelor is foundational and it is very broad. If we talk about the purpose of masters, it is highly specialized and advanced. If we talk about duration, a bachelor's degree is of 3 to 4 years. If you're doing it from Scotland, then it's of 4 years. Otherwise, it is of 3 years. And if we talk about master, it is fast-paced, completed in 1 year only, right? Okay. And if we talk about the academic depth, bachelor's gives you a core understanding, and if we focus on masters, it's an in-depth research and expert level knowledge. So entry level point is that for bachelor's you must have completed your class 12th, right? And for masters you should have completed your bachelor's degree, and also you might require the work experience, depends on course again. Okay, now here's a critical update for Indian students regarding visa. If you are planning to bring your family there, right? So the dependent visa rules as of January 2024 has changed. If you are pursuing a taught program like MSc, MA or MBA, you are generally not eligible to bring dependents to the UK. You cannot take your family there, right? But if you are pursuing a research-based master's like Masters of Research or PhD, then you are eligible to bring your dependents. Also, I would like to add on a very important thing regarding MOI and English proficiency, right? While many UK universities accept MOI for master's program too, but there are certain top level universities like Oxford, Cambridge, these only requires your IELTS or TOEFL score. They do not, take admissions on MOI basis. So it is a very critical update that even if your degree is in English and you're planning to go for a top university, then you must give IELTS. There is no other option to it. Otherwise, if you're just going or aiming for good university, you can go on MOI basis. So always double check your departmental requirements and your course specific details, right? So this was it for today. We will be uploading more videos on UK and other countries as well. So stay updated, stay tuned. Thank you.